useful than air, more usable than earth, when it is more than the syastole and the dystole, this freedom, this man will be living on, not in statutes or statues, but by the life grown out of his life. And I have written, Reverend Martin Luther King, that great smoke, that great soul, flew from the Creator, bearing manna of hope for his country. His country was starving severely from an absence of compassion, a lack of compassion. Martin Luther King, that great spirit, came from the Creator, proffering a sparkling foundation of fair play to his country, which was parched and deformed by hate. The whole man came forth with a brain of gentle wisdom to persuade quiet upon the loud misery of the mob. The whole man stood out with a mellifluous voice to bind the joints of cruelty. The whole man came in the midst of a murderous nightmare, surrounded by demons of war. He dared to dream peace and serenity. With a heart of faith, he hoped to resurrect his nation. I opened my mouth to the Lord and I won't turn back. Martin Luther King facing the racial mountain of segregation, and he bade it move. That giant mound of human ignorance, centuries old and riot and rigid in its determination, did more. He bid them move, however slightly, however infinitesimally, it did move. That happened because he said, I will go. I will go. I will see what the end is going to be. Martin Luther King brought winds of healing to his country, reeling unsteadily with the illness of racial prejudice. Screams of vulgarity could not silence him. Fire bombs and dogs could not take his voice away. On my knees, I told God how you treated me. On my knees. He knew himself a child of God, on a mission from God, and standing in the hand of God. He spoke to the hideous hounds, Lord, lead me round it. You don't have to move that trembling block. Just lead me, Lord, around it. He was a leader to those who would be led, and hero to millions. Martin Luther King was a father to Yolanda, to Martin III, to Dexter, to Bernice. They could not stop him. He was a lover and friend and husband to Coretta Scott King. He spoke respectfully of the Torah. He spoke respectfully of the Quran. In India, he walked in the footprints of Mohandas Mahatma Gandhi. Christianity made him patient with all religions, and his tremendous heart made him believe that all people were his people. All creeds and cultures were comfortable in his giant embrace, and all just causes were his cause to support and extol. through sermons and allocations, with praise songs and orations. He preached fair play and serenity from handcuffs and prison guards, from leg irons and prison bars. He taught triumph over loss, love over despair, hallelujah over dirges, joy over moaning. He said, fear not to come too far to turn back. And we are not afraid. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Someday we shall overcome.